Our learning target for today's lesson is I will generate observations and questions about a phenomenon. Our success criteria for today's lesson is I can create an initial conceptual model to explain the phenomenon. Vocabulary, foundry, place where people melt solid metal into liquid that can be poured into new shapes. As you can see, this person is wearing some protective um, materials so that they can be this close to that molten lava metal. Okay, we will use this page today, so please download it. Click on this, and then you're going to click on your download, and then you're going to upload it onto your page. Then you can also print it or you can annotate right on it. Okay. Then we will, today you will turn this page in. So see, think, and wonder. So what I want you to do is go ahead and take a piece of paper and just make a see, think, and wonder chart. Okay. Then we're going to click right here and we will work our way through the Mystery Science metal, melting metal. All of these people work in the same type of place. Discuss with your coach what kind of place this is. You may pause the video at any time. In what kind of place do you think they all work? What do you see that makes you think that? Okay. These people work in a special type of factory called a foundry. People make things out of metal in a foundry. Let's visit the foundry. This is a foundry. It is a big place. People are making things out of metal. Let's go inside and see how they do it. This is the inside of the foundry. Here is what it looks like inside the foundry. Discuss. What do you see? Do you have any guesses about how they make things out of material in a foundry? This big machine that was moving is a crane. Let's go upstairs and get inside the crane. Now we are up high in the crane with the crane driver. She will let us look down at one part of the foundry. Watch, then discuss with your learning coach. What do you see? So I saw that she moved her crane across the foundry. I can also see the molten lava of metal down there that would be very hot. And I noticed that there is a big shield up here to protect her and the building from the heat of the metal down there. This is metal. It is glowing. Discuss with your coach. Why do you think the metal is glowing? In a foundry, people make things out of metal. The first step is to put metal into a big hot oven. The metal can be any size or shape, as long as it fits in the oven. So you can see that there is round pieces of metal in there with holes in it. And you can see the Lego type bricks that they just put in. So any shape will work. The oven is very hot inside. That makes the metal melt. It starts to turn from solid liquid into, it starts to turn from a solid into a liquid. Excuse me. You can see the metal melting from the brick shape, and it's dripping down in this picture. After a while, the metal completely melts. It is now liquid. Watch what it does. It boils just like water. But it's really metal. The hot liquid metal can be scooped up and poured into new shapes like this. Then the metal cools down and it becomes a solid again. The metal can be poured into any shape. See how there's a shape right there, and the metal is going to be poured in there. And then when it hardens, it will become like the ones that are next to it. So those kind of remind me of the bricks that they put in the kiln to melt the metal down. Okay, so there we go. Now that you've seen what happens in the foundries, we are going to figure out what workers wear to stay safe. Watch this person. Look for what she is wearing to stay safe. Then go to the next slide. Okay, so right now, before I press play, I want you to look at what she's wearing. She has a hard hat, she has a scarf on, and she has some gloves on and a protective coat. Why? I wonder why she was wearing those things. Why is she wearing each one? Talk with your learning coach to figure out why. Get a See, Think, Wonder chart. Okay, just make it. You will be turning this in today, so make sure you do this piece. See, what did you think? How can you explain what happened? And wonder, what questions do you have? So as we go through, you're going to fill out your chart. You may stop and pause at any moment. This person is working in a foundry. Focus on what they are wearing. What do you see them wearing to stay safe? Write it in the C column of your See, Think, and Wonder. How do you think each thing that they are wearing keeps them safe? Write down your thoughts in your Think column of your See, Think, and Wonder chart. What do you wonder about what this person is wearing? Write it in your Wonder chart. This is a sheet you will use to write what you learn in this unit. You will add to this sheet after each lesson in the unit. So it doesn't need to be perfect, and also don't fill it all up today. Okay. So describe what they are wearing, their head and face, or what are they covering the body in, hands and legs and feet. And this person is not ready to work in the factory. They are not wearing shoes, pants, or a shirt, gloves, or a headband. Oh, sorry. They are only wearing shoes, pants, a shirt, glove, and a headband to hold their hair back. First, you will draw the extra things a person needs to wear to be safe in a factory. Then you will describe what they wear on different parts of their body. Let's see how 2 students got started. I see them wearing something over their face. I drew it on the picture. I think it's shiny, so I write that down, shiny. I'll add more later, so I left a lot of space. I see something like a hat. I drew it on my picture, and I think I've seen those before. I think they're hard, so I wrote that down. I have space to write more later. Get a copy of the Beat the Heat worksheet. Write your name at the top, and you can find that worksheet right here in your Canvas in your Canvas page. Look at the real factory worker. Find all the things they are wearing to stay safe. On your worksheet, draw those things in. Okay? So I would pause right here until I get it all done. Write 1 or 2 words to describe the things they wear on the other parts of their body. Remember, you will write more later, so leave lots of space. Save this paper. You can put it somewhere safe. Okay, it's time to do some investigations. In this unit, you will learn about all sorts of materials and what makes them special. Special materials keep people safe in foundries. At the end of this unit, you will use everything you've learned in this fun project. Have fun and stay curious. This is a Mystery Science unit.